we meet, and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Honeypaw and the lovely Lieri, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Heather. This is a general reading for all signs for today, the 8th of April, 2023. I am reading with The Magic of the Tarot by Liz Dean, and I'm going to purify this space with some lavender. This one is by Provence Santé. I'm using 3 sprays in a nice big room. You can do fine with just one. If you're watching this on a restream and you want to skip through all the shuffling, you can notice that we have little chapters in the video description on our YouTube page. Like I said, this is a general reading for all signs for today, the 8th of April, 2023, going out to everybody, whether you're watching live or on a restream. It does go out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you, you probably want to just disregard it because it's not obviously meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. You can find an easy access to all those replays on my website at arielscorner.com/zodiac. That's arielscorner with a hyphen.com/zodiac. I do not read with card reversals, so that's why you will see me flipping cards right side up. It's just my style of reading, and it's how I like to do things. If you are watching this on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow our channel, and you can watch us on Twitch without any ads at all by subscribing to us there. We do have a shop, and that's at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. All of the different tarot decks that I read with that are still in print are listed there. Those are all affiliate links, which means that we make a small commission off of each and every sale. We do appreciate your support, but mostly what we appreciate is that you're here today for this general reading for all signs for the 8th of April, 2023. I'm going to just shuffle this a few more times to make sure it's all randomized. I haven't used this deck in so long. I forgot I even had it. And it poked out at me this morning, so I said, okay, we'll give you a chance. We'll give you a little airtime. This deck is supposed to be, I think, part of a training. It's like a little mini course in tarot reading. I haven't read the book, so I don't know if it's any good, but I thought the deck was really cute, so I bought it. Starting out with the Tower card, following up with the 6 of coins, and then the 7 of chords. we need the chords, the suit of chords, the 7 of swords. You know, this is a really nice start to a good day. Yesterday was a bear for some of y'all. I know it was for me. It was my birthday, and I had overall a really, really nice birthday, but it was a volatile day for me. And so I understand what some of you might have been going through, but you know what? It's good. It's good. It just sometimes this tarot. What are you talking about, Ariel? This tower energy just shakes up stuff that needs to be looked at within us, right? And then what do we get? We get this solar light that's saying, give it to me. Give it to me. That shaking up is what you needed, but I can take care of it from here. I can take it from here. So we call on that solar light. And for some of you, you've been having some real financial problems or financial worries. This card is saying, don't worry about it. It's working out. I know it doesn't seem like you understand how, but that's why God made miracles, and that's what the 6 is the miraculous. And it takes it takes all of the energy in our lives and reorganizes it so that it starts to conform to the divine design. And if you think of the divine design as the strongest magnet in the world, it draws things to you like in perfect patterns. And for many of you, this is money that's being drawn to you in perfect patterns. And it's money that's necessary and needed and sacred. A lot of times people think that their spirituality is over here and their relationships are over here, and money is some separate thing. But money is just as important as everything else in this world. So, and if we give it to spirit, if we let our higher power, God, angels, whatever your sense of a higher power is, spiritualize your money for you, boy, the sky's the limit. And it's not about where a lot of people in this world that seem to amass a lot of money don't have prosperity. They're not, they may be financially well off, but they're not prosperous because they have, either other things that are sort of compensating for their apparent abundance with money. They have other problems, or sometimes they're so obsessed with their money they can't enjoy it. They're worried about losing it, or they need to make more, or whatever. That's not what we're talking about when we're talking about spiritual abundance. Spiritual abundance is having all the money you need when you need it to do what you need to do, and not having any debt, not having any money problems, not having any money worries. That's what we're talking about. So it's not necessary that you look like what your idea of a wealthy person is in order for these money miracles to happen. It's just that you don't have to worry about money anymore. Isn't that nice? And that's for a lot of you, that's what this shakeup was. And if it wasn't money, it was some other kind of asset, some other kind of security-oriented thing that was shaking up in you. Now, the Seven of Swords is talking about the conflicts that are inherent in the Tower card. Because if you think about the Tower card as a positively destructive force, right? So many of you that have been around these readings very long know that I like that image of the old Las Vegas resorts that are just gross and your shoes stick to the carpet and stuff like that. What they like to do with those, and they've been doing with those, is not just kind of refurbishing them, it's just gutting them. It's just like bombing them, basically, just like imploding the suckers and starting from scratch all the way down to the studs and started with a whole new, more beautiful, absolutely fabulous resort. And that's what is happening or has happened for many of you. But that destructive force is a type of conflict. Right? You can't have an implosion without some sort of conflict happening. You have to have an ignition, and you have to have an explosion, and the old structure has to die, has to topple. Well, that's a good kind of conflict if it's done by infinite intelligence. And the Seven is talking about how the resolution to that conflict is awesome. It's just so beautiful. And it's taking what was ugly, bombing it, and turning it into something gorgeous. So it's taking that image of an awful structure and turning it into a beautiful new building to a whole new level, right? And with all kinds of prosperity. All kinds of prosperity and financial ease. Wouldn't that be nice to just have ease with your money, not to have to worry about it, not to have to, pay Peter or rob Peter to pay Paul and all of that sort of thing? Well, that's what the Six is talking about. So I recommend, just from the gate, if you want to do any kind of meditations on these, I do have a couple meditations that are indicated that might be helpful for you should you be interested. The first one I would do is that solar light meditation, and I would do that just regularly, like schedule in a 5-minute session 3 times a day if you can, and just to really keep your mind focused on that light so that reorganization can happen. And also something to sort of integrate all of this tower energy that's happened. I do have a meditation based on the Tower card, and that one is called Letting Go of What Is Worn Out, which is nice. We love to let go of what's worn out. I'm going to shuffle and cut one more time because I feel the need. And we'll open this up and see what other wonderful things are in store for you today. This is a wonderful reading. So loving this. 7 of Wands. So this is reiterating that this destruction was for a positive purpose. This is all a part of the mass upgrade in your life. Look at this prosperity. Can you imagine a better combination for prosperity than the Ace of Cups over the 6 of Coins? I mean, there's other configurations that are just as good, but none that are better. That's awesome. Wonderful. Oh, good. And then this 10 of Swords. See, this 10 of Swords is, I love the 10 of Swords because this is the idea that, you live by the sword and you die by the sword. And it's just giving you a very clear choice to make. You can have the upgrade or you can have it the way you want it. You can have it your way or you can have it Spirit's way, but you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. And, I would go with this. I would go with what the solar light has for you. I would let go of the past completely. And I would accept these upgrades, right? Rather than going down the same rotten sort of path, trying to stay on, no, I want to petition the city that we keep that old disgusting hotel. It's a part of our heritage, right? No, don't do that. You don't want that. That's a heritage you don't want. Let go of the past. Let go of your some of those old sort of cherished notions that are no longer appropriate for you. Let them go and accept that prosperity in its stead. The 7s are always an upgrade, and we've got 2 of them. We've got an upgrade in this, whatever this conflict was. So beautiful resolution of conflict. And we've got an upgrade in your career. Now the career upgrade has already started. And I think for many of you, if it's not career, it's some other kind of creative work. It's, it's art, it's job, it's some work in the world. That's what the wands are. And that creative inspiration to upgrade, to do better is what the catalyst was for this destruction. Even though it may not seem to have anything to do with one another. One may not have seemed to have to do with the other, but it is. And so that creative energy is so powerful that it's really beaming forth into your future. So when you're in the middle of those upgrades, don't hearken back to, I want the old hotel. I want that rat-infested hotel. It was such an important part of my life. No, let it go. Don't be sentimental about old things that need to be taken care of, that need to be just discarded. So think about that. Think about worn out relationships, worn out ways of doing things, worn out possessions, worn out ideas, the stuff that's just not working anymore. And the good news is you don't have to necessarily go through them all yourself. You can call, like I said, on that solar light and say, you know what, just bring the wrecking ball. Just do it. Just go for it. I trust you. Let it go. I don't want anything. I trust that the architects are going to know how to make a really gorgeous, beautiful new resort for me. I don't need to hang on to that old hotel. I don't need it. Right? And that way you release yourself into, instead of same old, you get what you get. And that's what this 10 of Swords is. Instead, that you go for this. You go for this upgrade, this total upgrade, this turnaround. This 7 of Swords is a real utter turnaround. It really is, because this is the one that's where there was pain, there is peace. Where there was poverty, there is abundance. Where there was sickness, there is health. Where there was fear, there is love. So this is the total utter turnaround. And it's really giving you a very clear choice here. It's telling you, well, it's not giving you a choice. It's describing the choice that you have. You can either have it the way it was and you can just hang on to the past and not want to change, or you can let go and allow infinite intelligence to make the changes for you that you don't understand for yourself. But you can't have it both ways. You can't pick and choose. You can't say, well, leave part of the old foundation. Just leave this one section of the hotel. You have to destroy the whole thing and rebuild. And it's a good thing. It's beautiful. It's very prosperous. This Ace of Cups and the 6 of Coins is such a prosperous combination. So work with that solar light if that's something that's interesting to you. And also maybe work with that meditation on that Tower card to help you just let go of everything that's worn out and not be so sentimental about it, and recognize that your future is so much brighter than your past if you want it to be. Good job. All right. Well, we'll see you not tomorrow. I'm taking Sunday off for family because it's Easter in the world. And then I'm off on Mondays. We are all off on Mondays. And we'll see you again on Tuesday for another reading. Thank you so much for the amazing moderator, Honey Pa, Lieri, and Heather. Moderators, Honey Pa, Lieri, and Heather. And we'll see you all on Tuesday. Blessed be.